Hello everyone, I'm here with my next video on the question and answers of the chapter If I Were You by Douglas James. Let us quickly read the summary so that we are able to understand the question answers better. If I Were You starts with the playwright Gerard preparing to leave his home to attend a rehearsal. After talking on the phone, he starts to pack his travel bag when he notices an intruder holding a revolver enter from his right side. He comes to know that he is a criminal. However, Gerard is surprisingly cool even at a gunpoint and talks to him pleasantly. Finally, the intruder makes Gerard sit on a chair. After hearing their conversation, we learn that Gerard is a man who lives alone and owns a car. It is clear that he is kind of mysterious in some ways because he is constantly in and out. We come to know about the intruder too. He is a criminal who is mainly a jewel robber. After killing a policeman, he is fleeing from the police, and due to his resemblance to Gerard, he plans to kill him and assume his identity to get rid of the police. Gerard makes out that the intruder is not so smart but only overconfident. Thus, he plans something witty and lies to the intruder. He makes up a story that he himself is also a criminal and a murderer. Much similar to the intruder, the police are also after him, and if he ends up killing Gerard, the intruder will be killed either way. So the intruder believes his story and Gerard convinces him to go in the garage from where they both can flee in his car. After opening the garage door, we learn that it was actually a cupboard in which Gerard locks up the intruder and informs the police of his whereabouts. Thus, we see that how a little alertness and cleverness saved Gerard's life. Now let us start with question and answers. I have attempted to cover all the questions that can be asked from this chapter. I hope this video is really helpful to you. Question 1. What did Gerard tell the intruder about his life? Gerard told the intruder that he was not a Sunday school teacher. He was a criminal who had murdered someone and had run away. The police were after him. Unfortunately, they had caught one of his men and found things the fool should have burnt. He was expecting the police to raid his house anytime, so he was about to leave that place very soon. It was a surprise for the intruder who wanted to impersonate Gerard and live a peaceful life. Question 2. What is Gerard's profession? How do you know it? Gerard is a playwright. He is working for some theatre group. He says at the end of the play, "Sorry, I can't let you have the props in time for rehearsal. I think I'll put it in my next play." So this line tells us about his profession. Question 3. A mystery I propose to explain. What is the mystery the speaker proposes to explain? The answer is, Gerard says these words to the intruder. He wants to tell him that he himself was a criminal and had murdered someone. He was in hiding and the police was after him. He was expecting the police to raid his house anytime, so he was about to leave that place very soon. Next question. How did Gerard get rid of the intruder in the play If I Were You? What would you have done if you were in his place? What is the central idea of the play? Gerard lived in a lonely cottage. He was a playwright. One day an intruder enters his cottage with the intention to kill him. The intruder looked like Gerard. He wanted to impersonate Gerard and escape from law. But Gerard was smarter and used his presence of mind. He understood his motive. Gerard told him that he himself was a criminal and was expecting trouble that night itself. He convinced the intruder to escape from there. He offered his help to save the intruder from the police. He asked him to follow him towards the garage. While on the way to the garage, Gerard pushed the intruder into a cupboard and locked him inside. Thus, he got rid of him. In such a condition, I would have acted in the same way. I also would have thought of such a similar plan. The play impresses upon us the need to be calm, composed, and maintain presence of mind in times of trouble. Question 8. Presence of mind and patience are the two values that help a person at time of adversity and danger. How did these two attributes of Gerard help him get rid of the intruder? The answer is, presence of mind and patience are two attributes of Gerard's personality that helped him at the time of adversity. He was successful in getting rid of the intruder who otherwise would have killed him. Gerard's cool temper allowed him to make a story which trapped the intruder. He made him believe that he himself was a criminal. He offered his help to the intruder. He knew that he would not be able to save himself from the intruder. He used the weapon of his wit and patience to outsmart the intruder. It is rightly said that presence of mind and patience are the two values that help a person at the time of adversity and danger. Question 9. How did Gerard convince the intruder that his plan would fail? Answer. Gerard was an intelligent person. He immediately understood his plan. He told him that his plan was not successful. He would not be able to save himself from law. He would be arrested even after impersonating as Gerard, because Gerard himself was a criminal and was being chased by the police. Question 10. Why was the police after the intruder? The intruder was a criminal. He had murdered a policeman. He was being hunted by the police. This was the reason he intruded Gerard's cottage. He wanted to kill Gerard and take his place. Question 11. Why does the intruder say they can't hang me twice? The answer is, the intruder threatens Gerard that he will murder him. Gerard tells him that he should not do this because he would be arrested and hanged for that crime. The intruder remarks that he has already murdered someone and would be hanged for that crime. Since he can't be hanged twice, he is not afraid of killing Gerard. Question 12. Describe Gerard's appearance. The answer is, Gerard is a man of medium height and wears horn-rimmed glasses. When the play opens, he is dressed in a lounge suit and a grey coat. He talks in a cultured voice and his demeanor is confident. Question 13. What did Gerard tell the intruder about himself? Was he telling the truth? Why not? Gerard told the intruder that as a child he was stolen by the gypsies and now in his 30s he was all alone in life living in his Essex cottage. He was not telling the truth. He was just being funny as he wished to make it clear that he was not afraid of gun-toting criminal. In fact, Gerard had already started concocting stories about himself. Question 14. What sort of person is the intruder? Give example to illustrate. The intruder is a dangerous person as he is carrying a pistol and claims to have killed a cop. He is mean, heartless and crafty, for he plans to kill Gerard and assume his identity in order to escape the police. He is overconfident because he claims that Gerard is no match for him. He is also boastful, uncouth and uncultured, so so as is evident from the remark he makes, put up your paws. Question 15. What made Gerard ask the intruder, are you an American? The answer is, Gerard asked the intruder if he was an American as he had called him a wise guy. The guy is colloquial American expression for a man. Hence, the usage of this word by the intruder made Gerard ask him this question. Question 16. The intruder announced, I'm going to kill you. Was Gerard nervous? How would you describe Gerard's reaction? Confident of his presence of mind, Gerard remained unruffled on being threatened by the intruder. He remained so calm and too nonchalant that the intruder was irritated. His sense of humor also enraged the intruder. Thus, Gerard reacted in a calm and composed way. Question 17a. Why did very few people come to Gerard's house? Who were the few people who visited him? The answer is, Gerard lived alone in a secluded place and his theatrical performances made his schedule irregular. He was hardly at home, so very few people came to his house. He was visited only by his regular suppliers like the baker, the greengrocer, and the milkman. Question 17b. You'll soon stop being smart. Why did intruder think that Gerard was being smart? The answer is, the intruder thought that Gerard was being smart or clever because he did not show any fear at the sight of an armed man enter his house and threaten him. To the contrary, he was giving the intruder smart answers to his questions. The intruder threatened Gerard by saying that he would soon stop being smart. He would make Gerard crawl. Question 18. Why did he send for the sergeant? A jewel thief and a murderer entered Gerard's cottage. He wanted to kill Gerard also. Gerard shut the murderer in a cupboard. Then he phoned the police. He sent for the sergeant to get the intruder arrested. Question 19. How does Gerard imprison the intruder and save his life? Gerard asked the intruder to run away from there with him because the police may come at any time. He opens a door. He says that this door leads to the garage. The intruder steps in. It was a cupboard door. Gerard pushes the intruder in and shuts the door. Thus, he imprisons the intruder and saves his own life. Question 20. Gerard says, in most melodramas, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. Does this statement hold good for the play If I Were You? The answer is, in most melodramas, the playwright wants to make the hero successful. The villain in the play wants to kill the hero, but he presented as someone who is foolish. He goes on delaying the killing for one reason or the other. In the end, his plans are frustrated and the hero is able to get the better of him. The same thing holds good of this play. In this play, the villain is the intruder. He resembles Gerard, so he wants to kill Gerard and live under his name. He has gathered a lot of information about Gerard, but he does not know that Gerard is a stage actor. He can act well. Gerard poses to be pleased on seeing the intruder. He talks to him in a tactful way. He makes the intruder talk about himself. Thus, he goes on delaying the killing. This gives Gerard enough time to plan to get rid of himself. In the end, the intruder's plan of killing Gerard is frustrated. He fails in this and he is shut up in a cupboard. I hope this video was helpful to you. The newcomers are requested to please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for the latest notifications. Do take good care of yourself. Bye.